Hey everybody, Preppernurse1 here. So unfortunately earlier today I said that it was Monday when it is actually Tuesday, September 1st. A lot been going on, a lot on my mind, so I apologize, but it is Tuesday, September 1st, and this is my second video of the day, and so now we are on the right time. So I apologize about that. Just craziness. So first of all, I want to show you we received a very nice surprise today. Now, as you guys know, a lot of you may or may not know, back up behind me, Greg and Chris live back up in there. Well, they've had a gentleman up there with them for almost a year now, I believe. A friend of theirs that was living in Kentucky, had some hard times, and so he has been staying up there with them. And his name is Dennis. He's actually the one that took out that one tree over here. We didn't do it on video, but he took out that one tree that we had to take out over here. Just very, very down-to-earth, salt-to-the-earth type of guy. Liked him for the first time that I saw him. When I went on vacation in January, Dennis was the one that took care of my cats and dogs for me and the chickens. And so, you know, he was the one that was here, you know, and like I said, I trust him. He's a good dude. You know, he's definitely a good guy. So anyway, I had gone up to speak with Greg today, and Greg wasn't there, and Dennis was in the woods, and he was cutting some standing dead wood, and so he was still running the chainsaw, so I just started picking up the pieces and walking them over to the wagon, and so he turns the chainsaw off, and he goes, "Oh yeah, just so you know, this load of wood," and I go, "Yeah." He goes, "That's for your mom and your sister." I go, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." He says, "I know that they had moved in, and they really don't have any wood yet for the winter." And he says, so I wanted to give them a little bit of a housewarming present. And he goes, and it's literally a housewarming present. So he brought it down, and him and I stacked this. So there's some that I'm going to have to split up, and I'll probably do this because it's not a whole ton. I'm going to do it by hand just for fun, because I used to do it all the time. But I will do this by hand. I'll split this up. But so we threw a couple pallets down and stacked this wood up on here, and you can see a lot of it's already pretty split and dried because it was all either wood that was down, or it was standing deadfall. So he cut that all up, and he brought that down here as a present for my mom and my sister. And that just to me, guys, I'm gonna tell you what, that shows character. I mean, that just shows you what kind of person he is. And it was very, very thoughtful of him, and I'm very, very appreciative of him for thinking of my mom and my sister. And so it was very, very nice, because we do have to buy wood for Mom and Beck yet. You know, they're going to have wood as well. And so, you know, I will probably help them out with that as well, but that's okay. I mean, you know, we'll do what we have to do. But so we stacked this here because, you know, they can come right out, or they can, me. Let me rephrase that. I can come right out here and take it right into the house. So that's what is going on with that. But it was very, very thoughtful of them, or of him, to do that. And so you know, he doesn't watch the videos, but it's just it means a lot to me that he would do that for my mom and my sister. Very, very nice gesture. So anyway, let us get on. There was something recently in the news that was a blip in the news, which should not have been a blip in the news. Nobody was talking about it, and so I wanted to talk about it because I think it's really, really important. I think it was in Georgia. They broke up part of a pedophilia ring, and they rescued 39 children out of two double-wide trailers, or it was a double-wide trailer, I believe. So 8 adults were arrested. But it was a pedophilia ring that was working down there in that area, exploiting children and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, you know, there's just way, way too much of that type of stuff happening. You know, people will put themselves into positions of power to be around children, to take advantage of children, and it is disgusting, and it happens all the time. And I'm glad to see something finally being done. I wish it was being done at a higher level with our politicians, because a lot of these politicians are definitely involved in that type of activity. and they're protected and allowed to continue to do that. And again, I believe there's only one cure for a pedophile, be it man or woman, that is attacking children. And only one cure that is out there that they will guarantee they will never do it again, and that is a bullet right here in the back of the head. It's the only way you stop them, in my opinion. And I would happily be the guy to do it. Would not lose 1 ounce of sleep, because I know if I protected just one child from ever having to experience that type of trauma and horror that affects them for the rest of their lives. What people don't understand, when children are abused, it doesn't go away. That is something that they live with for the rest of their lives. And so, for me, it's like that's one of the things that I would happily be the guy to be the executioner in that situation, with a smile on my face. Okay, just because they make me sick. We had some scumbag up here in our area raped a baby. Why? What could possibly possess you to think that would be any kind of a good idea? Like I said, there's just sick people in the world. And there's only one way to deal with them, and then I guarantee you they'll never do it again. I mean, what they do now in prisons, they basically have pedo prisons where they put all the pedophiles in one area, because if they put them in with the regular prisoners will kill them, which I think is outstanding. They have to be protected even in prison, which is just unbelievable. And here's the worst part. What I have a real huge problem with, if you get caught selling marijuana, and let's say you get caught, you got a couple of pounds of marijuana, you're going to go to jail longer for that than some guy that got caught molesting 30 kids. Okay, and if he got caught molesting 30, he probably molested a whole lot more than that. There's a study done, and it said a pedophile will affect no less than 200 children in their lifetime. I want you to think about that. Think about that. And then when you have institutions that, pretended like it wasn't happening, and, religious organizations, the Boy Scouts, all these different things where these things happened, and they hid it and they kept it under thing, and they just with the priests that were doing it, and they moved them around from parish to parish to parish, and they just kept doing the same thing. Absolutely just horrible. Being in that position of trust and getting away with that type of behavior. But anyway, I would like to hear your guys' feedback on that topic. I would like to hear what you guys have to say, because like I said, it's just something that is really, to me, it's very, very upsetting. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I wanted to remind everybody still, we are having the sale going on my website at PrepperNurse1.com. We are doing 20% off on all the freeze-dried legacy foods. So if you go to my website, PrepperNurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down. You will see legacy foods. You click on that. Any purchase you make, this is the sale that we're going to be doing for Memorial Day. The sale will end Memorial Day, the 7th. Okay, so we got 6 more days to go, and the sale will be over at midnight on the 7th, West Coast time, which is technically 3 in the morning on the next day, on Tuesday, East Coast time. But so that's when the sale will be over. So definitely take advantage of that if you are thinking about adding to your freeze-dried food storage. Again, now is the time to get those orders in before there is another massive rush if things continue to disintegrate in our country, which I'm pretty sure that most people realize that that's a real strong possibility that is going to be happening, especially moving forward towards the election. So if you're looking to add to that, please take advantage, especially when you make the bigger purchases. 20% adds up to be a nice saving, okay? So definitely do that. Also, again, on my website, we have jdaga.com, which is the hemp and CBD store. They have, you can, if you go to their website, which you can either find in the description below, or through my website, you would click on that and you will see it there. Either one of those, you go there. If you decide to make a purchase, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1, and it's a number 1, not O-N-E, and it will save you 15% on your purchase. They are offering a pain pack right now on that website, which is normally a $250 value, that is $175. So there's a whole bunch of different things. I showed it on one of my videos, but if you go there, that is the only thing that does not have the discount because it's already discounted, okay? So if you want to take advantage of that, you're going to save yourself, you know, $75 on purchasing one of those pain packs. And it's got a quite amount of good things that are going to help you if you're experiencing pain. So anyway, again, also we have the Prepper Nurse One community, which is a nice way to network with like-minded people. On my website, you'll see PN1 Community. You would click on that. You do have to register, but it is free. There is no credit card information asked. It is very private. So once you're signed up, you have access to that area, and you can go in there, check out the message boards, a lot of good information there. Whatever state or country you're in, you can sign up for that state or country and try to connect with like-minded people in the area where you live. So I would encourage you guys to do that as well, okay? So yeah, so that's what's going on. I haven't finished checking on eggs yet, so I cannot give you a final tally on the day because I still have to go back in here and see where we are at because I don't know at the moment. But so I will give you that count tomorrow. I will let you know where we were at then. But because like I said, I still have to go in and collect more. Been, you know, doing a little running around, getting some things squared away. But again, I know he doesn't watch, but I'm going to say it anyway. Dennis, thank you so much for the wood. It's very, very kind of you and very, very thoughtful. You know, thank you for thinking of my mom and my sister. So that is very, very much appreciated, and thank you for that as well. So again, guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And that's, you know, life is so short. It's good to tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Step, thing, and day. If you follow that mantra, you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. And that's just it's a good way of doing it, okay? We've been overcast most of the day. The batteries are at 26.2 at the moment, so we're, you know, fairly decent charge. We should be good to go through the night. We got enough sun in today, and we're going to be fine. But yeah, things have been much, much better now that we figured out what the draw on the solar system was, and that's not happening anymore. Imagine that. So good to know. Glad that's over with. Moving on, right? Being positive, being happy. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody is doing well. Have a good night. Prepper Nurse One, out for now.